Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Behind the Funny. And guys, have I got a guest for you? And today's guest is a person I have met about 5 years ago. But ever since then, we've been in contact with each other, and he is the one and only I call JD. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JD.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Peter. How are you? Hello.
Now, JD, the name, let's start with the name first of all. JD. So, JD. Who is JD?
That's a funny story, right? So when I first started doing comedy, uh, there was you guys get Martin over there, right? The Martin
Yeah,
show.
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence's show was huge over here when I first started 20 something years ago. And he had this character on there named Jerome. And that's my government name. And so whenever I would meet somebody, they'd be like, "Oh, Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house," like that, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
knew
yeah.
I couldn't go on stage as Jerome as a new comedian because they wouldn't let me get
Is it because the name sounds a
right.
bit too, yeah.
And
Okay.
so I was like, I just used my initials, J, spelled that out, Jay. D is my middle initial. I spelled that out, Dee, and P is my last initial. So
Yeah,
that's how I
that's
came
what.
up with that.
So, yeah, but,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. It's still your name. I mean, I had to change my name recently. Well, not recently, I changed it quite. Because I used to be called Special P. And
Right.
again, it sounds a bit, that, yeah. Right.
You can't say that, dude.
We know this, right? But whatever. So I gave him my real name, and I actually interviewed the guy a couple of weeks ago as regards to how he told me to change my name. Jay, how long have you been in comedy?
uh, about 30 years now. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years was me trying to find my way, trying to find my voice, trying to understand like what jokes are, how to create jokes, punchlines, segues. So the first 5 years was just me finding my voice, but 25 years professionally.
Right, right. And what made you realize that you was funny?
It's like I've been funny since I learned how to talk. Like everybody in my family is funny. My dad, God
Right.
bless his soul, God bless the dead. My dad was Muslim, 6'6", 225 pounds, just menacing. But behind closed doors, my dad was the type of funny that you would be like, please shut up. Like he would be, your stomach and sides would be hurt. Like he was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So
So
I have it
so
naturally.
okay. So you got your comedy from your father. Is that what you're saying? Your father
My
taught you
mother and
comedy.
my father. My
Both,
mother
both,
and my
both of
father.
them. Right.
Oh my
Okay.
God. My mother has always loved comedy. My mother hates when I tell this story, but it's because of her that like I started getting into Richard Pryor because I was sneaking listening to her albums, as a kid. I would be like 11 or 12 and I would listen to her albums when she went to sleep, and then I would go to my school in the lunchroom and get a group of my friends and we would gather around and I would say the whole album to
Right,
them. You
right,
know what I'm saying? And I'm like
right.
11, 12 years old, saying Richard Pryor jokes.
So sorry, sorry, was Richard Pryor and your father and your mother your inspiration for comedy? Because I wanted to sort of like know
Exa-
what is your style of comedy? Tell us what your kind of style of comedy you deliver.
oh, definitely observational. Definitely.
Right.
It's basically looking at the things that are around me in everyday life and making fun of that, you know. Um like I have this joke about this TV show on MTV called 16 and Pregnant. And I'm like, that's not nothing to put on TV. That's some shit to keep a secret. You know, your daughter's 16 and pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like you just find things that are obviously funny to comedians and that normal people think about, but they don't say it. So that's what my job is like,
a lot of comedians
yeah,
are observation, but it's the take on things, on their observation that makes them unique.
exactly.
Yeah, and you told me about that. I know that because I witnessed it. We was in Rotterdam. Was it Rotterdam? Amsterdam. No,
we did Amsterdam. We did Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, the film festival or something. Yeah, that's right. So, what I was going to say to you, do you think comedy has changed throughout the years?
Okay, so this is the thing that's going on in the States now, right? There are comedians who are upset with comics that are getting money from the internet. So you have these internet celebrities that are booking out comedy clubs, selling out comedy clubs, and people are pissed at that. And I'm like, dude, you just have to adapt. You have to adapt with time. Like to see the evolution of comedy, right? To come from George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, people of that era, even Rodney Dangerfield, to come from that era, and then all of a sudden Eddie Murphy shows up, and it's like, what the, like he showed up and he was a rock star, changed the game, right? So all of these people were influences on Eddie Murphy to change the game for the Damon Wayans and my boy from here. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of his name. Yeah, but anyway, to change the game and to allow this different set of the Robin Harrises and all of these different comedians to come in, and the evolution of what it was to what it is now. To the Chris Rocks, to the Cat Williams, even Dane Cook, who people don't give a lot of credit to. Dane was the first person to take that internet popularity to stadiums. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what these newer comedians are doing. They're doing what Dane showed them how to do, and then they're elevating it. I don't think that it's definitely taking anything away. I think just like in any popular genre, you have people who have their own takes on the particular genre. You could say the same thing about rap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There are people who loved rap in the 80s when everybody was like, oh, and a one time, and to throw your hands in the air. And you look back on that and with fondness, but then people of this era is like, what? Why would you do that? That seems corny now. Yeah, wow. And now everybody's like, and I'm understanding upon the concept.
Where is it? Because you've been in some movies. What direction do you really want to end up with? First of all, tell us about the movies that you've been in and how you got the parts.
Oh my God. The biggest thing I've been in is probably something that nobody has ever seen because I got cut out the damn movie. But it was this movie with Usher and Vanessa Williams and Forrest Whitaker, and it was called Light It Up. And I had a huge part in that movie, and this taught me never to tell anybody that you were in a movie before. And I was telling everybody, oh my God, I'm in this movie with Forrest Whitaker and Vanessa Williams and Usher and blah. And they cut me out the whole movie because I was the only one in the movie with no name. So the movie was too long, and so they cut my part out of it.
Listen, I didn't know that.
Yeah. No. I'm good. It's like you learn though. You learn. You live and you learn.
Is that a direction that you want to go into?
I thought,
Moving
you know
or
what? I thought it was. I thought it was, but I started to understand that um, that particular instance helped me to understand that you have to take control of your own destiny. So I started writing screenplays. And then when I started writing screenplays, I moved to New York to go to film school. And I started to learn how to shoot film. And so that's
right?
my natural progression is to write and direct.
Wow, man! Hey, remember me when you did it. I got two books out. So, we want to make them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you
So that's what I want to do.
do you think there's an age limit now to comedians? Do you think we have an expiry date?
I no. Does that's like saying, does your dream have a expiring date? No. Like
Mm, mm,
no. The dopest story, and I'm sure you've heard this a thousand times as well, is about the sister in Black Panther. And I think she was like 88 years old or something like that. And she played the matriarch in Black Panther, and that was
right.
the first film she ever did. And then she was, in it again or whatever. So it's like, is there expiration date on your dreams? There shouldn't be. But I know that people deem this entertainment business as hard and difficult, and seeing all of the crazy shit that happens in this industry, people are
Mhm.
like a little leery and weary of it. My thing is this: if somebody could tell you, Peter, yeah, man, I think it's time for you to hang up your hat, and you do it, then this wasn't meant for you anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree. This can go on for as long as you want it to go on, and as long as you stay relevant.
Keep going, keep working at it.
I was going to say, has there ever been a moment in time for yourself that you ever thought, I'm going to give up on you?
I never, no, I never. But I come from a different place though. So
Right.
I come from a place where nobody thought I could do it in the first place, right? So nobody, I didn't have anybody, I didn't have a cheerleading squad, or I didn't have a support. And I'm talking about people that were in my family, people that I thought were my friends. I had people going like, "What the hell are you? You don't know anybody on TV. You don't know anybody in film. Like you,
Oh,
that's stupid." You know what I'm saying?
and then
But
you got put out the movie. Tell you about that. Don't do this, though. So you have no one said, "Hey, come on, man, you can do this." You didn't have that. So you had is it like you had something to prove to them, or
no, it's like not to get too religious or whatever, but it's like I got fired from like every job I ever had. So it was like, okay, whatever this is, I'm not supposed to be doing. So I think I'm supposed to be doing something else with my life. And I was like, hey, I'm funny. Maybe I should try this. And I tried it. And like I said, it has been difficult, and continues to be difficult. But, I know that with God, all things are possible. Without Him, nothing is possible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know that if you continue to, anything that's worth having is worth working hard for, and it's not going to come easy to you at all, but you
mm,
just got to keep working and keep trying and stay focused. My favorite thing, and I have it on my t-shirt, it says, lean not onto thine own understanding and trust in the will of the Lord. So like that's the problem with us.
uh, you get
Yeah,
brother.
I think that's the problem with us though, Peter. Is like we try to say we're from a microwave society. You know what I'm saying? Especially our generation. We want everything 30 seconds or less. You know what I'm saying? So when you want success, you want it right now. and you're supposed to stay focused, stay on the grind, and keep your eyes on the prize. But you just like, why isn't it happening for me now?
Stay in your lane and just
Just you,
focus on you.
just focus.
Focus on you.
Don't watch. Don't count nobody else's money. Don't. Oh, Kevin Hart made blah blah blah, and
Yeah,
Cat Williams made 100,000. That's none of your business, dude.
I think sometimes we do rely on what we just said about, boy. Sometimes we do think about giving up, but I think it's the perseverance that, what, just stay in your lane, be you, yeah. And like we just said, don't worry about no one else. What they're doing is what they're doing.
You have to understand that life and death lies in the power of your own tongue, right? So when you speaking negatively over your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you saying, well, I don't know if I'm gonna make, I don't know if I made the right decision, and that you continuing to speak that over your life, instead, and it's so simple to say that. Yeah, people, it's so simple to say, manifest your destiny and everything, but people don't understand. Like when you're speaking negatively, like like that's detrimental to yourself, and worry is detrimental to your health. And the most important thing to get back what you asked to what you asked me earlier, the most important thing is the type of people that you keep in your circle. That's the most important thing.
Most definitely, because you don't want anyone with negativity.
Dude, it's like I said, I had people that I thought were close to me, that didn't support me. But I'm going to these open mic nights. I'm doing these open mic nights, and then there are people that I didn't know at the open mic nights. Hey Jay, are you performing tonight? Hey Jay, where are you going to be next? Hey Jay, when can I come see you? Hey Jay, I was telling my cousin about you. Right. So the funny thing is, those very people who were at those open mic nights are my friends now. 30 years. Those are my friends. The people that supported me back then are my friends to this day. And my friends that I thought were my friends have fallen by the wayside.
And the guys, this is why he's on this platform. It's behind the funny. So we're telling our stories on our journeys with this comedy.
Definitely.
Have you ever had a bad moment on stage that you wish, oh my God, why did I say that joke? Or oh my God, this ain't funny. You ever had one of those moments? Yeah.
Of course. Anybody, let's be clear. Anybody that get on here and tell you any opposite of that, cut the fucking feed, turn this shit off. Never allow them to get on your right. Of course, I've bombed on shows. I've gotten booed by people. Of course, I have. Like, it doesn't. The coolest thing is like, your material, and you know this, Peter. Your material can be tight as hell. It could be funny. It could be thought provoking. But every audience is a different personality. Every audience is so. You doing these jokes that have fucking killed, and the audience is sitting up there like. And you're like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, and I this perfect example. I was in Atlanta. Jamie Foxx used to do this thing called Laugh-A-Palooza in Atlanta, and you would go to different venues. All of these industry people would come, and you would go to different venues and do your thing. I was at this one venue, and it was like kind of lukewarm, like ha ha ha, he. Then I go to another venue, the same, like maybe 30, 40 minutes later, the same city, different venue. I go to another venue. People are falling out their chairs, high fiving, crying, like, oh my, this the same material, bro, that I just did 30, 40 minutes ago with this lukewarm reception. So it's like you just have to You have to believe in your material. That's it.
Is there anyone that you want to work with in terms of comedy? And who would that person be? And why choose that person?
See, that's the thing. Like when you've been doing it as long as this, like I don't know nobody. Well, Dave Chappelle is probably the only person that I haven't worked with up until this point. Like I'm from Chicago, so I
Mm.
came up under Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna
Okay,
be better than Bernie Mac to work with?
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, I've worked with D.L. Hughley. I've worked with Cedric the Entertainer. I've reluctantly worked with Steve Harvey. I've worked with. I think Dave, and this is not taking anything against anything away from anyone else, but Dave is one of the most truthful, um, insightful comedians that's out right now since Richard Pryor. Like Richard Pryor was the only person that would get up and tell his truth and not really give a shit about exposing himself to the public, to the masses. You know, so that takes a lot of courage. You know, people are always coming up to me and like, "Oh, I couldn't do what you do," and "Oh my God, that's so difficult." Like, no, that's to me the easy part is getting on stage and speaking in front of people. The hard part is being truthful and actually opening yourself up to the masses, to jokes that you have written, you know, in the privacy of your home and you thought was funny. Like that's the hard part. Like,
The testing
oh shit,
part.
I think this is funny. Now I got to take this in front of 300 people that I don't know.
Yeah. But do you not ever go and test it with a couple? Because I tend to go to small venues where no one hardly knows who I am, to test out material. I never tell no one where I'm going, but I just turn up and I just go and test out material because
Yeah, but
I'm not one.
regardless, it's still the stigmatism of exposing yourself. You know,
Yeah.
whether it's 10 people, whether it's 30 people, whether it's 50
No, I'm
people,
saying I'll do
500
that
people.
before I go to the 300 people.
hmm Yeah, but
Before,
that's what I'm saying. I do that, but like I said, it's still that great fear of, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta take this to some people that I don't know, and hopefully they get it. You know, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. What I like to do is comedy isn't supposed to be comfortable anyway. So what I like to do, and what I did when you and I were on the show in Amsterdam, I like to do a lot of improv, and then sneak some shit in, you know, during the improv to make it more organic, you know.
okay.
And sometimes that works, sometimes it don't, but it's not supposed. Comedy is not supposed to be comfortable anyway. It's not supposed to be comfortable for the comedian, and it's not supposed to be comfortable for the audience. It's basically you're at as a comedian are saying, "Hey, give me your hand and follow me down this dark alley." And then you hit them in the face with a baseball bat, and they like, "Oh my God, I wasn't expecting that." You know what I'm saying? That's how I do comedy.
Where is it for you now? Dave?
What do you mean?
What are you doing? When's your next show? Have you had a one man special? Or we call it one man special over there. I think you call it your hour special.
Yeah, I have an hour special on Amazon Prime right now. It's called "Ain't Ish Shy About the Shy." Ain't well, people always call Chicago Shy Town. You know what I'm saying? But I say ain't shit shy about the shy. You know, you've been here. You you know it's a different place or whatever, and I love it. And I'm gearing up to do two more specials. I'm gonna do a 30-minute special, and then I'm gonna do another hour special.
When would that be?
Probably this summer, 25,
Summer.
summer
Okay.
25. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Are you going to have it in Chicago, or would you bring on tour? Would you like to come to the UK and do that?
of course I would love I'm supposed to try to come to the UK in February. I'll keep you posted on that. But I'm supposed to
Yes.
come down there. Of course I'm gonna hit you when I get down there. Hopefully you won't be on tour and we could link up. Because we didn't link up when you were here because I was on
No,
the
we missed each other. Well, I don't know. But I done the show, the bounce.
I know. Yeah,
In Chicago. Yeah, in Chicago. It was
yeah, you did
interesting,
your
but
thing.
I
You
did.
did your thing.
It
I
was
was
funny.
proud of you, bro.
Well, no, you set it up for me, so thank you for that, man. That was it was great. I mean, when we got down there was no one there, and the show was going to
Yeah,
start at 8 o'clock. No, I took that to stage. How I felt. That's what
right.
it's all about. These people. I took it to stage. I said, "Listen,
Uh,
I'm supposed to be on stage at 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
This is fucking 30, and that's when they heard the real
yeah.
English.
It
And
was
then from there,
beautiful, bro. It
that
was
just got
beautiful. I was so proud of you, bro. I was so proud of you. Like I said, I was pissed that I wasn't even here, but yeah, I'm glad that you could do that. When you come next time, I want you to do some more diverse shows. You know what I'm saying? I think those were predominantly black rooms, but they have a bunch of they have a bunch of I think we have our Laugh Factory shows, and my cousin, he hosts
I did a
his
laugh
own.
factory. I did
But
yeah,
was it predominantly African American? Was it a mixed
no,
crowd?
it's a mixed crowd. It's a mixed
Oh,
crowd. It's
good,
a mixed crowd. Yeah,
good.
yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
I
because
got a lot of
Chicago
as well.
is definitely more diverse. Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
diverse than you know. So yeah, man, I was proud of you for doing your thing. What I'm working on now is me and my friend who wrote for Kevin Hart's Real Husbands of Hollywood, my boy Buddy Lewis. We're working on this zombie film right now, trying to finish writing the zombie film that we're working on, and it's fucking
now,
hilarious.
I could play a zombie, you know, not watch it. Hopefully,
Yeah, yeah, but it's scary.
it's zombie.
It's scary as fuck. It's scary as fuck, but it's funny. It's so funny, dude. It's back to that old school horror, like Jason, Michael Myers, the original
Oh,
funny,
horror.
and it's comedy horror. It's when I say it's scary, like we bringing back like the old tropes from when we were kids that scared the shit out of us. So it's yes, yes,
And that movie
reanimator.
for a few days after Evil Dead. And then I have to think about the people's mentality who make those sort of movies. I don't want to know them. And then you tell me you're one of them.
Yes, dude. I'm telling you, you gonna love it, bro. It's like I
Mm.
said, it's scary, but it's funny, and it's gonna be dope as hell. It's I think that genre hasn't really been touched since Evil Dead or Reanimator, those type of films. You know what I'm saying? Now is very gory and unnecessarily gory. I say, and
Now,
or it's just all the way funny.
now, let me just stop you there. You see what happened there? This is the beauty of comedy, and you just see it unravel in front of your eyes. Earlier on in this interview, JD was going deep into gospel shit and spiritual shit. And now he's making a movie about evil. You see how comedy changes from
Well,
one to another.
that's zombie. That's zombies. That's zombies. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. I mean, you can't be one dimensional anyway. I don't. I don't know any comedian that's dimensional and successful.
There you go. JD, this has been a pleasure talking to you. Where can people find you? What's all your social handles, etc.?
Wait, hey, that's a great question. Do you guys have Tubi over there yet?
What?
The channel Tubi, Tubi. Do you guys
No,
have
but
that?
I'm sure we can get it.
Do you got Roku?
I think so. Yeah.
There's a channel. There's a channel on your Roku called Tubi, Tubi, and I'm on a special called Laugh Tonight with Damon Williams, episode number 8, and I also directed a short film on there called Beyond the Ropes. It's a story about this woman who started a double dutch for women over 40. And it's fucking amazing story. Yeah. It's an amazing story. She started it after she went through a horrible divorce. And it's for women to come together and fellowship and stay fit. Yeah, and stay fit. We filmed in Florida, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, of course. And it's a great film. So those two things, uh 40 plus double dutch beyond the ropes, Laugh Tonight with Damon Williams, and my Amazon Prime thing, Ain't It Shy About the Shy. And y'all can just watch reruns of Barbershop too, because I still get paid for that. So keep watching those. but but yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me, Peter.
No problem. What's your social handles? Where can I find you on Instagram, etc.?
J Deep is hilarious. One whole word. JAYDEEP is hilarious. J Deep is hilarious on Instagram, and comedian J Deep on Facebook. Oh, and I got my t-shirts. So at JDeep Shop. Yeah, JDeepShop.com. Yeah. My sweatshirt that I told you about earlier, I got those t-shirts. You say what, bro?
I'm saying it's all right. You keep selling your stuff, son.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter.
No problem.
Much love, bro. Yes, sir.
All right. That was another edition of Behind the Fight.